Evaluation. Evaluation is the act of judging the value of something. It is the process of examining a subject and rating it on the basis of its important features. It is an essential part of teaching learning process. Principles of evaluation. It is to be intended learning outcomes. Objectives, learning experience, and evaluation are interrelated. It should support students' success. It should provide positive feedback to students and also teachers. It should be fair and equitable. Importance of evaluation. It provides useful feedback to teachers and also other authorities. It facilitates better student learning. It improves quality of instruction. It helps report progress to students and their parents. It motivates learners to learn better and better. Types of evaluation. Formative evaluation and summative evaluation, process evaluation and product evaluation, portfolio evaluation, self-evaluation, peer evaluation, assessment of the learner, assessment for the learner, and assessment as the learner. These are the types of evaluation. First one, formative and summative evaluation. Formative evaluation, it is an evaluation done by the teacher during instruction. It is an ongoing evaluation while the instruction is in progress. Summative evaluation, it is an evaluation done by the teacher at the end of an instructional program. It covers a large area of portion. Process and product evaluation. Process evaluation. It is an evaluation of the learner's involvement and performance in the procedures and tasks involved in the learning program. It is actually assess the performance in the procedures and tasks involved in the learning program. It considers how much the activities help the learners to reach the final learning outcomes. Product evaluation. It is an evaluation concerned with the final learning outcomes of learners. Portfolio evaluation. What is portfolio? It is a systematic collection of a student's works done over a period of time. It includes learners' academic work materials such as assignments, seminar papers, projects, lab reports, journal entries, test scores, etc. It can give a worthwhile picture of learners' performance over a period of time. It can be digitalized. It's called digital portfolio or e-portfolio. Self-evaluation. It refers to the students' own assessment of their progress in their own knowledge, skills, process, attitudes, etc. It can motivate students to accept a greater degree of responsibility for their learning process. Peer evaluation. It refers to the students' evaluation of other students. It can be conducted either individually or collaboratively in groups. Assessment of the learning, for the learning, and as the learning. First one, assessment of the learning. It means the evaluation done at the end of a learning unit to measure how much a student has achieved. It is typically a summative evaluation. Next one, assessment for learning. It means evaluation done initially and at every stage of a learning in order to measure what the learner already knows about the topic and what he needs to improve his performance further. Next one, assessment as learning. It means assessment itself. Assessment itself is a learning tool. It helps the learners to know the progress in their learning. Test. A test or examining is an assessment intended to measure a test taker's skill, aptitude, knowledge, physical fitness or classification in many other. Main characteristics of a good test. First one, validity. It means that the degree of accuracy with which a test measures and what it intends to measure. Next one, reliability. Actually, it is a degree of consistency with which a test measures what it measures. A test score can be said reliable when it is stable and trustable or trustworthy. Next one, objectivity. Objectivity means the definiteness of the answers a test expects. Discriminating power. It means it implies the capacity of the test to distinguish the high achievers, average achievers, and the low achievers. The test should include easy, average, and difficult questions appropriately to ensure its discriminating power. Practicality. It means that a test should be practically feasible. Number and nature of questions should suit the time allotted. Next one and last one, comprehensiveness. A test should give appropriate coverage of all segments of area of study. It should represent all the important area of the curricular portion under consideration. Types of test. Oral test and written test. What is an oral test? It is a face-to-face question-answer activity in which the students' responses are expressed orally. The oral test is essentially for assessing the oral expression. It is very less expensive. Written test. It is a test in which the learners respond to the question in writing. It is more valid and reliable. A large number of candidates can be tested at a time through written test. Types of questions. Objective type questions, short answer type questions, essay type questions. Objective type questions. It is a test item has only one possible answer. Usually, the objective type items are framed as true and false items, match the following, fill in the blanks, and multiple choice questions, etc. It has only one possible answer. Short answer type questions. It is a type of questions that can be answered by a word, phrase, number, or one or two sentences. Essay type of questions. It is a type of questions that can be answered by supplying several points organized and arranged logically. Next one, continuous and comprehensive evaluation, CCE. It is a concept of evaluation based on the curricular and co-curricular aspects of a education, spread over the total span of instructional time in school. It is a continuous in sense that it starts right from the very beginning of the course and continues till very end of it. The process as well as the product of the learning is evaluated. That means continuous and comprehensive evaluation process. Grading. Grading means a mark in the form of a number, letter or descriptor given as an evaluation of the academic quality of the student's work in a course, subject matter or examination. It is based on a predetermined standard of performance. The grading is mainly two types, direct grading and indirect grading. Direct grading. The process of initially the grading without any conversation is called direct grading. It requires good understanding of quality status of each grade indicator. In the process of direct grading, the answer to each question is graded properly. These grades are given values. The values of all the questions are totaled. The grand total value is divided by the number of questions. The grade equal to the net value is a grade given to the examinee. Indirect grading. The process of initial marking and converting the same into grades is called indirect grading. It shows the marks attained by a candidate and the grade assigned to him. This type of grading is more generally used. The indirect grading is two types, absolute grading and relative grading. Absolute grading, it is a grading in which grades are assigned on the basis of an already fixed range of marks. There is a picture inside the sentences. This is an example of absolute grading. Relative grading. Relative grading is done on the basis of the position of a score within a group. For example, entrance examination, PSC examination, it is a main examples of relative grading system. These are evaluations. Thank you.